Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, I've got my eye on Militao, who's developing his game very well and quite quickly. I think you need someone very strong in the central defensive position, and he is living up to that now, delivering what he was maybe failing to deliver not so long ago. Just a lot more confidence, a lot stronger, and he'll be the one that they'll have to try and get past.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Now it's Lewandowski. Goulet. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that has not gone well. Takes the shot! He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
First quarter of an hour gone. Still goalless. Aimed beyond the defence. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he cuts out the supply. Deftly away. And it's Arda Güler. Koundé. And here's Neymar. Luis Suarez. That's really well manoeuvred. Good ball, good take. Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Looking for options for movement. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Belly. That is good alertness. Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. Lovely ball and a real chance. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Barcelona penetrate first. It is a chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Xabi Alonso plays it short. Hazard. And now a sudden chance to counter. Koundé cuts out the pass. Yamal receives it in a wide position. Shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he's heaved it away. Now, what about a counter-attack? Mbappe receives it in. And for the first half, that is that. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
This is a lost
Madrid currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So straight into the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Now it's Mbappe.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a threatening ball. Oh, he's having a go! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Madrid still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. He won't be happy with that one. Hazard. Dani Olmo, who's set up one goal so far.
Barcelona always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now. Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
It's Neymar! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, good climb! And here's Mbappe. Oh, look at Mbappe! It's hit the upright. And it's been hooked away. That is a crunching tackle.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's found a way through. Neymar. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, this looks sharp.
Madrid really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Bellingham does really well to win the ball there. And he's well positioned here. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And this is Luis Suarez. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Hazard. Coming on to replace him is number 10, Ferran Torres.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Vermeer threads one in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Ferran Torres. And it's Vega.
There will be 3
Board shows there will be
time.
3 extra minutes. Tries to pass it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Might be danger here. An uncompromising challenge. Nicely weighted ball. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Well, this is a critical game. A chance for the perfect statement to any potential rival that you are aiming higher at their expense. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is. And I suppose in many ways you can...
And the shot! Bellingham. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, he's onto this. He's in. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Destined for the flank. He's quick to return it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bayer getting this one clear. Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Ronaldinho has it in a wide position. They're urged. Ronaldinho! Oh, how good is he? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
Looking for options for movement. Neymar has the space to scheme. Madrid are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Thinks about the shot. He's having a shot!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Look at the space here. Dani Olmo. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Dani Olmo. Time and again they are repelled. That is good alertness. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Dani Olmo. And that interception was most necessary. Kubasi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
There will be
1-0 the score.
added time.
And he skips past his man. He's found a way through. Mbappe! That's another chance. It's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit hot.
And that is all they have time for.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in the second half, Peter, with control already established.
Madrid firmly in control at the break, 2-0 the scoreline. So off we go again. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's Barrios. That's a nicely shaped ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tries to play it through. Caceres, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Koundé, and it's with the keeper. Deftly away. That has not gone well. He can run onto that. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he can thump it away. Can he get it through? That's really well manoeuvred. Rudiger cuts out the pass. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
It's a good-looking delivery. Nicked it back promptly. Oh, that's well spotted.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. It's a pretty loose pass, taken back almost at once. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Madrid are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Substitutions taking place.
Vinicius Junior. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Great vision. Decent chance! Neymar gets flagged offside. Camavinga, no way through. Mbappe! Neymar receives it in a wide position. Chance, surely! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Neymar clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
Well, played right into his path. Well read, and the danger is averted. Deftly away.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now that looks a decent ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. No, again there's no way through. Camavinga kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Added time.
Oh, easy pickings there. And that's that. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Madrid really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win.
So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page.
Against England.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Adams completing his first century of appearances here today, and that has not gone unnoticed.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
Diaz, he's picked his way through. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He's in plenty of space here. Ronaldinho. And he gets rid in a hurry. That has not gone well. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. So, what can they make of this? Gerrard. Now it's Ronaldinho. Tries to pass it through. He's had a shot! Goal! Leon!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
The first breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Not the most accurate pass. And here's Ronaldinho. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. And this is Ronaldinho. Can he get it through? That's the keeper's ball.
England really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Gerrard. Now it's Ronaldinho.
Lyon really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
He is through here! Bellingham stood his ground strongly. Silvestre. Now, can they get him away? Diaz picks it up out wide. And it's Totti. Robson. That's a good foray he's making.
That's good play from him.
And there's the shot! It's a really well-measured ball. Stood up well to him there. And for the first half, that is that. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Please be made aware
England
that
finding
smoking is
themselves
only
behind
permitted
by
in
just one
designated
goal
areas
at the
within
break.
these grounds.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
England really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked at...
Mbappe! Fiore. Now it's Diaz. Looking for the run, and that could set him on his way. Robson. Rijkaard. Ball's gone out of play. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Robson. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Silvestre kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. England still this single goal behind. Fiore. Can he get on the end of this? It's out for a goal kick. Zanetti gathers from the goal kick. Well, that pass isn't the best. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Real chance! Off the post! Deftly away.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Played out wide. This is a promising build-up. Didn't quite work for him. And he's there to clear it. Now it's Diaz. Diaz ploughing through the middle. And a chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's there to retrieve it. Lobbed in behind. Cleared away. And it's Gerrard.
Daljit Paji.
Fiore. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Ronaldinho. And the shot! That's really well cleared. Out towards the flank. Great ball, and he's in here. Shapes to shoot. Oh, and that should have been two.
Diaz really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. I thought it was going to happen then.
How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Chance for a shot! And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
England against Barcelona.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Now he's running away. Oh, a guilty chance, surely! Goal, England! The first significant strike. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Goes for a shot! And he's gone looking for safety. Brahim Diaz.
Best really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Nice interception, well timed. And he can thump it away. There will be a throw-in. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Now that looks a decent ball. Engages and forces him off the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Shevchenko really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He is through here. Luis Suarez. That is good strength. Luis Suarez! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's lost his man here. And Shevchenko! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. And this is Messi. And he's gone backward here. England have the chance to go the other way. Rodri wins the duel this time. Threads one in. He's being urged to shoot. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Batistuta. Best. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played. well stopped.
Looking for a runner. Cleared away. Looking for options for movement. Big chance! Shoots! And that's a tiny finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. There was to be only one outcome.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this...
And that is all they have time for.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in the second half, Peter, with control already established.
In a blue hat.
England looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Adams. Costa Curta. Luis Suarez, constantly looking for the ball into the box. Vardio. Now, can they get him away? Looking to play him in. Robson. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief.
Chance! Adams clears without hesitation. Aimed beyond the defence. Mbappe is flagged offside. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. It's a searching pass. No luck with that dink over the top. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And here's Shevchenko.
That's good play from him.
Mbappe, who does have an assist to his name. He's through here. Yamal. And it's Rodri. Not the most accurate pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Played into space. He's in plenty of space here. He's shifting through the gears here. Luis Suarez! It's hit the crossbar. A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Substitution for England, number 20, Graham Diaz.
So changes afoot
Number
here,
4,
and from both sides.
Suarez. Number 25, Brian Robson.
And now they can
Number
clear their
3,
lines.
Houghton.
Some resolute defending
Number 10,
there.
Mbappe.
Somewhat off
Coming
target.
on the field, number 8, Bellingham.
Looking for the run.
Number 24,
And it's been played through.
Neymar. Number 22,
And he can clear it away.
Vitinha. Number 9,
Knocks it into
Number
space.
21.
Well read,
Hey.
nice interception.
Substitutions taking place.
Bellingham. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Now it's Agahawa. Kane. He's found a way through. Kane showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Kane. What a save by David Raya! That's going wide left. It's gone for a throw-in. Best, a player so deservedly decorated with praise. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that is rather wayward.
England are totally dominant in the middle of
It's Kane! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Kane clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And that will be the final act. England can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency. England can almost taste it. They don't need to seal the deal here and now, of course, but their supporters sense that they can do it, and they will settle for nothing else. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. England need all the support they can get here. To say this is crucial would be to understate massively. Cole is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now, can they get him away? And he's managed to get free. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
And it's Bellingham. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task sheet to do.
Great chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
England with the corner, they're first. Great leap! Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Still goalless. Can he get it through? Played into space. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. Bellingham threads one in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi proves just a little bit too strong. Pacho tries to pass it through. Eder Militao. And it's Neves. Caceres gets over and intercepts. That pass has been well intercepted. Bellingham. Not the most accurate pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Cole! And he's there to get it away. But they've got it again. Silvestre kept his eye on it, and he's there. Short changes him with that pass. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Mbappe, and a chance! Goal, England! And who else? Who else? This is what he lives for, taking centre stage yet again.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Brahim Diaz. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good
There will
enough.
be 1
and
minute
he
added
knows
time.
it.
That's the end of the first 45. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
England looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
England can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Guardiola promptly onto that, and that is that. Adams. This might spell danger. Mbappe! And a neat finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it.
Takes a shot! Glorious! About as smooth as it gets. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He has found a way through. And it's never... He's having a pop! And the keeper read that really well.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Vitinha is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning. He's having a good look here, looking here to alter the direction of the game. He's having a go. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a good ball out wide. That's a good run he's making there.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, it's come loose. He'll try from distance. No, not quite.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Substitution for England, number 22, Vitinha.
So we have movement on
Number
both
6,
benches.
Adams, number 10, Mbappe, number 14, George Best, number 20, Graham Diaz.
Knocks it into space. Shoots!
That's
really well cleared.
Nuno Mendes.
Nicely
Number
weighted ball.
21,
And
Kane.
here's Rijkaard.
Number 15, Roberto Firmino.
Looking for options for
Number
movement.
23, Hazard.
Picks out, shot a goal! He's got a goal! They're back within reach! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So could they be onto something here? Now then, the ball's come loose. Bellingham.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
And smartly reclaimed. This is a promising build-up. And it's Azar. Looking to play him in. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. And that's it. England are going up. And now they can dream. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
England really deserve full marks to have come through such a difficult game in the manner they did. There's always a feeling that the fear of losing.
for a little bit, but the whole playlist is lit and then I implement. A little foot tap, then I flick the wrist, and then I twist the hip, and then I thought this cool, I'ma stick with this. Can't tame me, shoulders going crazy. See that neck break and that head bang and them hands waving. I'm dangerous, you cannot contain this. I was trying to chill till I heard my body screaming.